Hi and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we're going to make a delicious chicken Caesar salad, probably one of my all-time favourite dishes. And this one is for the students out there that haven't got a lot of appliances. We've only got a 2-ring hot plate here and a few bits and pieces. It's not difficult to make. And we're going to start by frying up some beautiful chicken fillets. Now you can use chicken breast or thigh, but you do want to season it, and only season it just before we're going to fry it. So I'm going to a little bit of salt on the chicken fillet. I've only got white pepper, so I'm also going to pop a little bit of white pepper on there, but you could use black pepper. Now in a frying pan, just a little bit of oil, not too much. We'll just coat that over the pan. And then on a moderate to high heat, we're just going to take those pieces of chicken, put them seasoned side down into the pan. And then I'm just going to take a little extra salt and salt the back of the chicken and a little bit of my white pepper. Now I want to get a little colour on this chicken but not overcook it. So I'm now going to lift it out of the pan and pop it onto a plate. We're going to make some delicious croutons, just a little bit of leftover bread. And what we're going to do is just cut this bread up into small cubes. So I'll get a few slices and then I'm cutting these up so we've got some nice cubes of bread. So I've ended up with about a cup to a cup and a half of these beautiful little bread cubes. Now you can choose, olive oil really goes well with croutons. I've got a lot of sesame oil with me, so I'm just going to drizzle a little of this sesame oil over the croutons. Get my hands in there, give it a little coat through. Again, a little bit of salt for seasoning. I've got some mixed dried Italian herbs. I'm going to pop those in with the croutons as well. And then we want to take these over to the stove. Now I'm using that same pan that we cooked the chicken in because it's got all that beautiful flavour in the bottom. I'm going to add maybe a tablespoon of regular cooking oil. You could use any oil you like. And we're going to pop those croutons into the pan on a moderate to high heat. And we are just going to toast off these little bits of bread until they're lovely and crispy. Now it shouldn't take too long. If you keep turning these over, you're going to get these beautiful crisp croutons with all that lovely flavour inside. And they've absorbed all the flavour of the chicken as well. I'm just going to pop them into a bowl. Actually, I'm going to try one first. Beautiful. Next, the sorcery begins. And when I say sorcery, I mean we're going to make our own sauce. And if there's one thing I urge students to try and do is understand the alchemy of making great sauces. It's very simple. A lot of simple sauces are just an emulsification of oil. And this sauce is no different. We're going to use the egg yolk as the emulsifier. Whoops, that one's just started to break. Pop it in the bowl. Take the second one and just separate out that egg yolk. Now I'm going to be using anchovies, and the anchovies have a lovely oil in there. So I'm just going to take probably about a tablespoon of the oil from the anchovies. And then I want to take a couple of fillets of anchovies out. We're just going to finely slice up these anchovy fillets. I've got a small clove of garlic, not too much. I'm just going to crush that down. Sprinkle a little rock salt onto the garlic, and then I'll use the coarseness of the salt just to turn that garlic into a nice paste. We're just going to take the garlic and the anchovies, add them in with my yolk and oil, and then I'm just going to whisk together, and those egg yolks are going to emulsify that little bit of oil that's in there. Now, if you like it, a teaspoon of Dijon Mustard, and I do like it. I'm just going to nip the end off a lemon here. Now I'm using the acidity from the lemon, about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half. You could use a cider vinegar, works just as well. Now we're very nearly there, actually. I'm just going to add a little bit of white pepper in with that as well. Now ordinarily when the sauce is like this, what we would do to thicken this is add more oil into it and whisk it with an electric beater. Adding about half a cup of oil gently as you whisk, it's amazing. It really emulsifies and thickens this sauce. But it also is a high calorie sauce, and I'm going for something a little bit lighter today because I want to be a little bit healthier. So what I'm going to do is add in 3 tablespoons of a beautiful thick Greek yogurt. I'm also going to grate into there probably about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to beat this together to get a beautiful thick sauce or dressing. At this point we want to taste the sauce. and decide if you want any more lemon juice in there, any more seasoning at all. This is tasting pretty good actually, so I'm going to leave it there and get on and assemble the salad. Now we're using romaine lettuce. It's quite often the traditional lettuce used, but any lettuce will do. If you go for the heart of the lettuce, it tends to be a little sweeter and crisper. What I'm going to be doing is slicing this lettuce up. We want sort of strips of lettuce. Now we're going to take that lettuce and drop it into a bowl. And we've got our Caesar dressing that we just made with that Parmesan. I'm actually going to pour some of that on there. Don't have to be too heavy on the dressing. This will last for 2 or 3 days in the fridge. And then what I want to do is coat the lettuce over with this beautiful Caesar dressing. Now generally I like to serve a Caesar salad in a bowl, but I haven't got a nice bowl with me. So we've got a nice flat white plate here. I'm going to take that salad and just lay it down on the plate. Remember those beautiful crispy croutons? I'm just going to take a few of them, scatter them over the lettuce. Now, our pieces of chicken, I'm actually just going to break this up a little bit and pop it over the top of the salad. I'll probably take maybe 3 or 4 pieces of chicken because I don't want to skimp on the chicken. Now, I'm going to grate on some more Parmigiano or Parmesan cheese over the top. A few more of those beautiful crispy croutons. Now just drizzle over some Caesar sauce dressing. I've also added some cherry tomatoes in there, mainly for photographs. What I've made today will easily serve 2 people with lots and lots of chicken. Just come in and take a look at this. I'm going to take some of that beautiful chicken, 1 or 2 of those gorgeous crunchy croutons. Here we go. This will be a cacophony of different flavors. I'm really looking forward to this. I am starving. Oh, yum, yum. The sauce really makes this, the chicken makes it, the croutons make it, the salad makes it. This is such a good dish to have. And even if you are in a student pad, you can make something like this. It's delicious, it's nutritious, you won't regret it. Now, this Sunday we're going to make something sweet, so look forward to that recipe. I haven't quite decided what we're doing yet, so tune in and see on Sunday. Be good, and as always, if you've enjoyed this recipe, share it across to your friends and particularly students on social media, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, be good.